Is there just too much focus on Michelle's style and not enough on her substance? Tonight, it's a great fashion debate. As we just heard, Michelle Obama certainly has a fierce resume. Princeton University, Harvard Law. It's a resume that rivals even that of her husband, the president. So is all the focus on her fashion wrong, or is it totally justified? Let the debate begin. Joining me tonight in New York, Lauren Lake, who's a criminal defense attorney and TV host. Also tonight in New York is Lisa Bloom, who's an anchor for In Session. All right, ladies, we saw what happened within minutes of Michelle Obama's appearance on Inauguration Day. Everybody right away talking about who designed her outfit, whether she chose correctly, if she even wore it well. Lauren Lake, was that wrong?
I don't think so. I think it's natural. I mean, we as Americans, we're obsessed with what people look like. And truthfully, it's important. I think from the time of the campaign, they were almost on an interview status. And when you go for an interview, it's all about what you wear, dress the part. So we're concerned about what she has on, but we're also concerned about what she has to say. And now that she's gotten the job as First Lady, we're ready to see what she's going to do.
Lauren Lake, I got to tell you, I find that hard to argue with. Lisa Bloom, do you agree with that?
I have to respectfully disagree with the wonderful Lauren Lake. Look, Michelle Obama has always been the smartest one in the room. She was salutatorian in her high school days. She skipped a grade, Princeton, Harvard. She was actually Barack Obama's mentor at Sidley Austin, a very prestigious law firm. And all we talk about is who she's wearing. We don't talk about what she's thinking, what her ideas are, what her vision is for the future. If we spent 1/10 the time in the media talking about those things, we'd be a much more substantial person. Is it natural to look at her clothes? Of course it's natural to look at them. They're beautiful. She looks elegant. That's terrific. That should be part of the conversation, but that shouldn't be the only conversation that we ever have about her. I think that's insulting to her, it's sexist, and it's insulting to the American people.
Yeah, a lot of people have said on that side of the argument that the focus on her fashion really detracts from the real Michelle Obama. And I want you to take a look at what one particular Obama supporter had to say on Inauguration Day. Chris, roll that.
I know the designers that she wears and the shoes that she wears and the clothes and the shops that she shops in, but I have no idea what she stands for and what foundation she wants to support and the kind of organizations she wants to start and what she feels her role is as First Lady. I have no idea about those kinds of issues. The media doesn't cover those things.
All right, Lauren, let's go back to you on that. Does there need to be a point then when the focus shifts completely 100% away from Michelle Obama's style to her substance? Because, as I pointed out a little earlier, this woman's resume is no joke. So should it just be left alone at some point, or should there be a balance?
Let's get real. It's going to coast off eventually. The bottom line is you've just made my point. Up until now, they were basically on an interview status. We don't know much about what she plans to do as First Lady. But now that she is First Lady, I am sure, as a matter of fact, I'll bank my life on the fact that Michelle Obama is going to have no problem setting what her protocol and what her issues are that she wants to attack as First Lady. And when she talks, we're all going to listen. And her clothes are going to take a back seat. Trust me.
I agree that we're going to listen. But Lisa Bloom, do you agree that, as Lauren Lake just said, the attention to her fashion is going to coast off? As it was pointed out in our story, it can sort of set a precedent for the type of coverage she will have throughout her time in the White House.
The media is very retro in its coverage of female celebrities. We're obsessed with baby bumps, Botox, and who people are wearing instead of what women's ideas are. And we see it with Michelle Obama, and we see it with a lot of female celebrities. But I also wish Michelle Obama would get out there a little bit more. It's early in her time as First Lady, surely, and talk about her ideas. We know, for example, she's very concerned about supporting military families. I'd love to see her get out there, talk about substance, talk about ideas, because she has a part in this too, in diverting the media away from this fluff into something more significant.
Well, throughout history, we've seen this happen before, so this is nothing new. First ladies have always been judged on what they wear, and to Lauren's point, the attention has at some point moved on to perhaps their platforms that they're trying to move forward. Comparisons between Michelle Obama and Jackie O were almost immediate as soon as we knew that she was going to be in the White House. So Lauren, what do you think is different this time with this level of intensity?
I think that people really just rallied around the Obamas, period. I mean, it's a historical time in our country, an African-American First Lady and an African-American president. So what they're doing, what they're looking like, the heightened sense of awareness about everything that they're doing, I think was natural. But now that they're here, and now that they're in their roles as President and First Lady, this is the time where we begin to look at what they're doing, what they're talking about, what their issues are, how they're tackling them, and we're not going to be thinking as much about their clothes. It's just that simple.
You know what we don't hear about? Who made Barack Obama's tuxedo? Who designed his beautiful tie he wore at his inauguration? Who made his shoes? I mean, we don't hear any of that. He's just as gorgeous and looks terrific in clothes as she does. We've got to be more obsessed with Barack Obama than Michelle Obama. But with her, it's the entire focus of anything that we ever talk about with Michelle Obama.
Well,
I think that's got to be disturbing.
This, but his suits are cute, Lisa, but her clothes are fabulous.
But can't we talk about what's between her ears, too, though?
Oh, that's a given.
I mean, as a role model, as an inspirational woman, as somebody that we all look up to, shouldn't we be hearing
Lisa,
more about what her ideas are?
As one lawyer to another, I mean, we can't get so legal eagle that we can't recognize a great dress and a great pair of shoes. Let's just be girls for a second.
I
Girls
say.
define themselves solely by what they put on their bodies. We want them to define themselves by their thoughts and ideas.
The two of you are always very fashionable, but I will say this. We've already seen the influence she's had by what she has worn in terms of people wanting to go out and buy the same thing. Let us hope she has the same influence, if not more, on perhaps some young people deciding they want to go to Harvard or they want to go to Princeton.
Right.
Got to end it there. Lauren Lake, Lisa Bloom. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.